Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make a pantry stuffed pepper soup. We'll be right back. Okay, so in our soup today, we're going to use 2 pounds of ground beef. We're going to use some assorted peppers, bell peppers, an onion, garlic, beef stock, some brown sugar, 2 cans of diced tomatoes, some rice, some Italian seasoning, some powdered garlic, and I have some extra tomatoes here that I'm going to be using up. Now, this is not exactly how I would always be doing this, but if you look in the future and you wonder why he's using these items, just look at March 2020 and you'll completely understand why. We're just using whatever we have in the pantry because things are not available in stores. Alright, so let's get started. I'm using the Instapot today. However, this can be easily made on top of your stove. It'll just take a little bit longer, but it tastes just the same and it's delicious. So what I've done is I've turned on the Instapot by hitting the sauté button. Hope you can see that along with my glass of wine. Okay? And we're preheating the Instapot. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil. Maybe a couple tablespoons. Alright, and we'll get our ground beef in there as well. Since things are difficult to get at the grocery store, I'm lucky enough to live in an area where we have lots of farmers, and there's always beef readily available. Okay, we'll get that in there. Now I found this little device on Amazon for $5 and it chops up the meat great. Just go right in there and get it all chopped up. It's so much easier than a spoon or fork or whatever. Okay, we'll let that chop. And while that's chopping, we'll get our onion cut up. Now, I'm not a fancy chef, so my knife skills aren't those of others I know, but it works. Okay, let's check our beef. It's browning up nicely. Okay, well that's continuing to brown. We'll start cutting up our peppers. Now I've already cleaned these out of the seeds and the tops. These are some peppers that I had in the refrigerator and they were starting to get a little soft. So I thought, well, this will be the perfect soup. I want to give a shout out to Daddy Jack Chaplin down there in Connecticut. I watch his videos a lot. He's an excellent, excellent cook. Very compassionate guy. Inspiration to so many. You should really check out his channel, Cooking with the Blues. I highly, highly recommend it. Gives lots of tips and tricks and gives everybody some inspiration. So Daddy Jack, if you're watching, thank you. I don't have your skills either, Daddy Jack. Your knife skills. Alright, let me get these peppers cut up and we'll be right back. Okay, our ground beef is cooked up nicely. Okay. So to that, we're going to add our onion. If I can get it up here without dumping it. Getting a little pepper in there, but it's okay. Okay, and then to that we're going to add some garlic. Normally I'd be using fresh garlic, but this is what I have on hand. So, how about a healthy tablespoon? We like garlic in our household, so if you don't like garlic, taper back on it. Okay, we're going to give that a stir. See, we got a little peppers in here. We're going to let this sweat down for just a few minutes, so we'll be right back. Okay, our onions have sweated down nicely. Now, if you're using a beef that has higher fat content, you definitely want to drain the fat. Mine, coming from a local farmer, is very low in fat, so we're not going to be worried about draining. Now we're going to add in our peppers. Actually, let me do this a little easier. There we go. Have a little bit of onion there, but that's all right. Okay, to this we're going to add 4 cups of beef stock or broth, or if you have bouillons, use those. Again, we're cooking with whatever we have in the pantry, so actually we're just going to add the whole thing. Baking's a science, cooking is not. Always remember that. If you wanted to make this with chicken, turkey, vegetarian crumbles, you could certainly do so. Okay, now we're going to add some garlic powder, and I'm going to use probably about a tablespoon. Or more. Okay, and then we're going to add in about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. There we go. We're going to add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes. As Daddy Jack says, not want not. Of that in there. Don't waste any flavor. Now this calls for 24 ounces of tomato sauce. I thought my tomatoes were good, but they didn't look very healthy when I opened the lid. So I happen to have some juice on hand. So we're going to use that instead. We're improvising. That looks like about enough. And then we're going to add a cup and a half of instant rice. I happen to have brown rice on hand because that's what we pretty much eat. Okay, so we're going to add about a teaspoon and a half of salt. Most of the items I was using are low salt or sodium free. But we want to get our salt in there. And we're going to add some pepper. Pepper to taste, however you like it. Okay, we're going to give that a good stir. It's looking really good. Okay. Then what we're going to do is put our lid on. We're going to cancel the sauté mode. Then we're going to hit the cancel. There we go. We're going to hit the pressure cook mode. It's currently at 8 minutes. We want to change that to 5 minutes. Okay, so what we did was, after the 5 minutes in the Instapot was over, we gave it another 5 minutes of natural release and then a quick release. So it's gotten a little time to cool off. I see the pooches smell the good food. So let's give it a try. Right on point. Why have I've been making stuffed peppers all these years? This is delicious. You try it and come back to my kitchen real soon. Have a good day.